that the biggest grocery store savings doesn't happen when you actually get to the store. They happen before you even leave your house. How many times have you gone to the grocery store with a set budget in mind and you get to that register and that total says $400? And on your way home, you wonder like, how in the world did I just spend $400 on all of these groceries? Then you get home, unload the groceries, and still feel like you have nothing to cook. That was my story. So today I just want to share with you what I learned from that experience and what I do now before I even leave the house that saves me hundreds of dollars on groceries. I used to think that I had a grocery shopping problem, but to tell the truth, it was much deeper than that. I would go to the grocery store with my grocery list and still end up grabbing things that was not on that list. And even more stuff if I brought my kids with me. Now, y'all know how that goes when you take kids to the grocery store. Anything and everything will end up in that grocery cart. Anytime we had extra money, that money was going on groceries, y'all. We were eating up our paychecks, which meant no extra money for savings, no extra money to pay down the bills, and no extra money to go on family vacations. Y'all, we were literally eating away our family vacation, spending all of this money on groceries. And you know what made it worse? Child, my pantry, fridge, and freezer was a hot mess. I was at the store buying duplicate everything, and my pantry, fridge, and freezer showed it. I had food in there that was expiring. I had leftovers that went bad. Stuff with mold on it. Y'all, it was bad. And let's not even talk about all of the stuff that's sitting in there due to impulse buying. In case you didn't know, I have a husband and 3 teenagers, and I would buy snacks all of the time. And those snacks would not last more than 3 or 4 days in this house. And guess what? We are right back to going to the store and buying more snacks. And to tell the truth, I felt guilty. I felt guilty because I was spending all of this money on groceries. And that money could have went to other things like savings, extra on bills, and of course that family vacation. Groceries is that one expense that is within your control. And I felt like I was completely out of control before I started this new system. And what really bothered me was I wasn't just overspending. I was wasting food too, because I would cook full meals and wash dishes, put everything in plastic containers, but I didn't put it in the refrigerator because people were still eating. Go do something else, go to bed, and wake up, the food is still sitting on the countertop. Or my husband would go to work and he would come back and forget to put the food away. So between the two of us, we were both wasting food, not putting that food in the refrigerator. And to me, when you have to throw food away, you might as well throw money away as well. That is the moment I knew something had to change. And you know what I did? I stopped focusing on what was going on at the store, like that impulse buying. I stopped focusing on that and started focusing on what was going on before I even got to the grocery store, like organizing my pantry, fridge, and freezer. So before I even thought about making a grocery list or even heading to the grocery store, I had to deal with this disorganized pantry, fridge, and freezer. Now this is what my pantry, fridge, and freezer looked like before I got it together. Duplicates of things that I didn't know I already had. So I was just going back to the store and buying things over and over and over again. And the food just kept getting pushed to the back, and before I know it, it was expiring. So I took everything out. Pantry, fridge, and freezer, took everything out. And I mean everything. And that's when it dawned on me, I wasn't just buying groceries, y'all. I was re-buying the same groceries. So when I organized the pantry, fridge, and freezer, instead of putting everything back willy-nilly, I had a whole system in place. I grouped things together and kept similar items in the same place. And I made sure that I could actually see what I had, because if you can't see it, you're going to rebuy it. And once everything was cleaned out and organized, I could finally see what we actually had and what we actually needed. And being able to do that is what made everything else easier, because now instead of guessing what I needed, I could shop my house first. And I realized we had way more food than I thought. Like, okay, we've got packs of frozen meat in the freezer, rice in the pantry, all of these cans of vegetables. That's a whole meal right there, y'all. Back then, I used to go to the store and figure out what we were eating, but now I do the opposite. I figure out what we can make based on what we already have. And that's when I started building simple meals from what was already in my kitchen, like red beans and rice or homemade hamburger helper. Now, before my new way of thinking, I would just go to the store and buy a bunch of food, not really thinking about how I'm going to make this into a meal, just buying groceries, y'all. And that's how food would sit in the refrigerator and go bad. Or I would see a recipe that looked interesting, I would go out and buy the ingredients, and yeah, it would sit in the refrigerator and go bad. Or we would end up ordering fast food because I don't have everything that I need to complete the recipe because it went bad. And snacks, I had to change the way I thought about snacks, y'all, because I used to load up on snacks and they would be gone in a few days, and then we are back to square one. So now my focus is on making sure that we have actual meals planned out first, and then I will add the snacks in. And when I planned like this, I noticed that I wasn't just saving money. I was actually using the food that I bought. Now, once I write my meal plan down, I know exactly what needs to go on my grocery list and what doesn't. Another thing that I started doing before I even leave my house to head to the grocery store is use those apps. I have the Kroger app, Albertsons, Walmart. I have all of the apps, and I use them before I go to the grocery store. And what I'm using them for, first of all, I'm looking at their weekly ads. I'm looking at what's on sale. I'm also adding things to the cart just to see what my total will be out of pocket when I get to the store. Before using these apps, I would just go to this grocery store and grab what I thought we need. And that's how we ended up at the register spending $400. Using those apps have saved me so much money, y'all. But really, I try to stay focused on what's on sale, and I'm checking my total as I shop. Now, I already have the total sitting in my cart, and if I grab something that is not on my list, I just add it to the total that's in my cart. But being aware of what I'm spending when I get to the store made such a huge difference in how I shop today. Now, this next one, I'll be honest, I am still working on this process, y'all. I've been hearing a lot about focusing on one category at a time when you go grocery shopping. And I know that is good for when you are stockpiling, like stocking up on proteins this week or stocking up on rice next week. You know, just shopping like that, stocking up as you go. Now, I haven't went all out and tried that process yet. I do stockpile, but I don't just focus on proteins, rice. I focus on what's currently on sale, and then I stock up on it. But that type of shopping actually makes sense, especially if you are trying to build a stockpile without overspending. But that's something that I'm still working on. Once I get that flow down, I will let y'all know. Now, this next tip I had to learn the hard way. Don't go to the grocery store hungry, because every time I did, I was buying all kinds of things and getting to that register and spending $400. My cart had all kinds of unnecessary stuff in there, like stuff that didn't even match. And a majority of that stuff was not on my grocery list. So now I make sure I eat before I leave the house. Now, I'm not saying that I have all of this figured out. This is just what's working for me and my family. But what I can say is this. Once I got more intentional about what I was doing before I was going to the store, I started to feel more in control of the grocery budget and less overwhelmed. Because once the discipline is there, you can do anything you set your mind to. So if your grocery budget is out of control, Start with what are you doing before you even leave your house to go grocery shopping. And if you want to see what this process looks like before I go to the grocery store, let me know down in the comment section. I'll show you exactly how I use this system the next time I do a grocery haul. I hope you have an amazing day, and go ahead and click that video on the screen. I will meet you over there and we will have a good time, y'all. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.